Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here, coming at y'all with another Neon Dynasty quick draft today. Let's go ahead and crack open these packs and see what we get. Alright, Mindlink Mech, huh? It's kind of interesting. I mean, a 4-3 that only has a crew 1 seems like a pretty good vehicle. Haven't done the vehicle strategy so far here, but definitely a strong consideration. Doesn't seem like a bomb, but we'll take a look at what else is in the pack. Leech Gauntlet, a great little lifelinking reconfigure card there. You know I'm a fan of the Goshintai shrine strategies, so a little tempted to take that and just see if we can't get a couple of those early here. Sky Turtle, another great card. Super flexible, you can bounce a thing, you can return a thing from your graveyard, or you just get a giant 6/5 flyer with Ward 2. There's some black removal stuff here as well, but I think definitely one of these four is going to be the pick. Which one, though, is the question. I haven't tried the vehicle deck out since Kamigawa came back, and I have tried to force shrines a few times, so I might go ahead and just take the Mindlink mech here. I just really love the shrines and kind of want to try it out again. Alright, I'm going to take the mech. If there's a shrine in the next pack, though, I'm going to be pretty sad. Okay, no shrine, thankfully, but Mobilizer mech, another pretty nice mech. A way to, crew two things at once. Behold the Unspeakable, fine little blue card as well for the Saga, but I think it's going to be like Mobilizer mech or Kami's player here. Greater Tanuki is also another great one. But I think for now we'll pick up the uncommon that is on color and strategy here. Alright, now there's a ton of great cards in this deck. Generous Visitor is excellent. Hot Springs is great for the modified decks. This could be okay. I think I'd rather have something like Dragonfly Suit, though. Although we can't just only get the vehicles. We are going to have things that can crew them as well. This is tough. White-blue is definitely the more predominant vehicle strategy, but I guess black has some synergy with it here. Yeah, I mean, if I'm taking a white or blue card, I'm taking Dragonfly Suit, I think, over the Oath. Generous Visitor, definitely not going to work well with this. This is too many colors off from the cards we've picked so far. I guess we don't have to stick to the mech strategy. I think I'd rather have the 3/2 flyer one with a low crew cost, though. Now we could take a 1-drop that would crew our 2 early mechs there. Could also take Born to Drive. Actually, I kind of do like the fact that there's 2 of these guys that can crew things more easily. Yeah, maybe we should take this one. The Moth Rider Patrol, definitely not the strongest thing. Yeah, I could see taking this one. Right, and in this deck or pack we've got, this doesn't seem great for us. Samurai's fine. Really just a pretty weak deck overall. I guess we just take an Artificer as a way to ramp into some of our mechs and stuff. Not a lot here either. Got like a combat trick. Maybe this one's fine. I don't know if it's super exciting. Like, Commando Faces Kakazan is definitely the card I would most happily take out of this pack. Could just take like Uncharted Haven. Yeah, I kind of like that. That way if we do end up in the wanting to splash something, we have some flexibility there. Now we'll take a Repel the Vial. Could also try and pivot out of white into red-blue artifacts. But I think Repel the Vial is fine. Just a nice piece of instant speed removal on color. Here, Azusa's probably the best one. Guess we could take like a Brute Suit. Another cheap crew cost on this one. All our vehicles are going to be 3-drops. A little awkward. Would like to spread that out a little bit more. But I don't think I really want Spell Pierce or either of these others, so yeah, go ahead and snag the suit. And here we can take just a dual land, the Shrine Wield as well, which is kind of crazy to me. Could take Planar Incision, just as a piece of interaction as well. I think one of these three is going to be the pick, the Decoy, the Incision, or the Cove. Yeah, I think a Flicker ability is fine. Of course, now I regret it a little bit because we get another one, but I'll probably run 2. Alright, take a Sentinel here. Nice 6/6 top end. 1 to ramp into. Get another Uncharted Haven. Alright, so got a nice start to the white-blue vehicle deck. See what we grab. Well, another vehicle here. I don't recognize this one. 5/5 with Menace and Crew 4, so expensive crew cost. But it could do a fair amount of damage in this deck with the number of vehicles we've got. It's basically like a 5/5 that comes down and blows up a thing in this deck, which I think is pretty sweet. Would love to grab a Intercessor's Arrest for this deck as well, but the or I guess not color, but the on strategy rare I think has to be the pickup there. Ooh, now we have Banishing Slash, which is pretty good. Wanderer's Intervention, another one I'd love to grab. I think we'll just take the Slash, though. Even though it's not instant speed, has more flexibility than the Intervention here. Although I guess Mech Hanger is another thing to consider. Yeah. Actually, maybe I do want that instead. No, I guess I probably just want the removal first. We're pretty light on it. I'd definitely take another Mobilizer Mech as a 2-drop, though. Yeah, really the best thing for us anyways. Alright, and now I think I will take the Patrol over another Sentinel. Or I guess maybe I should take a second Sentinel first. But we really need to start picking up some actual creatures here. I'll take another Slash, that's pretty sweet. Now we could pick up the Mech Hanger instead of another Dragonfly suit. I think I'd rather run another Dragonfly suit instead of the Brute suit here, though. Yeah, because I really don't want to run this thing. I guess I might need to. Just for the 3 power. This is tough, though. Or just grab the Mech Hanger. Yeah, I guess with Mech Hanger, it gives me the ability to pay mana to crew, which is pretty nice. And here we could take the Guardians just as a thing to crew stuff. I'm going to take it and hope we don't end up having to run it, though. Here I'll take the Intervention. Actually, yeah, I'd like it a Papercraft Decoy or 2, but I'll just keep the interaction rolling. And here we can take a Golden Tail Disciple. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to run this either, actually. Just because it doesn't line up very well power-wise for crewing stuff. Oh, we ended up wheeling the Dragonfly suit and a second Mech Hanger. I think I'd rather cut these Uncharted Havens and just run 2 mech hangers instead. Probably run a couple extra of those even if we got more of them. Alright, so last pack we just need to fill out the deck with some creatures that can actually do the crewing. Ideally some 1 and 2 drops, it looks like. Katose the Silent Spider, huh? Yeah, seems meh for us. Alright, no good cheap creatures for us here. Get like a Fugitive Operative. I think I'd rather have another Repel the Vile, though. Or actually, I guess Born to Drive does have the ability to make 2 pilots, which are actually pretty relevant in our deck. We're going to need the ability to make those. Well, now we can take the 2-drop. There's also Removal Spell, another Removal Spell. And a really nice 2-drop for us here. I think we're probably supposed to take the creature here, though, finally. Even if it's not really an on-plan creature. And now we can either take a Koi. Actually seems pretty good. We're going to have a bunch of artifacts in this deck. And it's a flyer, so it's like naturally evasive, which is always great. Here, take another Artificer. That seems kind of like what we're going to want in this deck. I'd love to get either one of these as well, but we need the non-vehicle creatures. Norika could be alright. I think I'd rather have the Ganjo Exemplar, though. Just a 2-drop, really. Or maybe even the Papercraft Decoy. Normally I'd take the Exemplar because it attacks better, but I think this deck isn't going to want to be attacking with these creatures anyways. And I'm more happy to have a Decoy get blown up by something so I can maybe draw a card off of it at some point. Now, probably not running either of these. Just take this guy. Well, now we've got a 2-drop artifact that I'm actually pretty happy about. Can reconfigure it as well to give something else more power to make it able to crew some of our more expensive crewing things. Another Koi would be great too, but I think we need the earlier critters. This one, probably not playing any of this. Grab another Incision. Alright, now I'll grab that Operatist. Might run him. Got the removal. Alright, so we're going to be a little low on the creatures, it looks like. The non-vehicle ones, but we'll take a look here and see how close we actually got. Because we have a couple more in the side we can slot in if we really have to. Alright, so only have to make 3 cuts. Light the Way, definitely an easy one to make there. Let's see, removal-wise though, I think we got a fair amount of interaction. I definitely don't think we need 3 planar incisions. Heck, we can probably cut 2 of them and just say that's good to go. So that's 3, 4, 5 of our 7 2-drops, which is where I want to be 2-drop-wise. Are creatures that are not actual vehicles, so that's good. I guess these are most of the time going to be 2/1/1 creatures, so that's 2 extra. So 2 of our 5 3-drops are actual creatures. 1, 2 out of the 5 there. So yeah, 2, 3, 4. It might be a little bit skewed here. I do like our interactions kit that we have here. But I don't know what I'd want to drop. Like maybe drop a Sentinel for a Golden Tail Disciple. So we can have another 3-drop creature come in a little earlier to be able to crew our bigger stuff later. But I do like the 6/6 here, honestly. Although if we're running this deck, we're only running like 4 drops are our highest cost, so we should definitely be able to cut a land actually here. And with that, probably do one of each since the mech hangers can largely tap for whatever color we need. I think that's alright. It's a very low curve deck, so we're really relying on the power of the vehicles themselves to be able to outvalue the opponents here. But I'm looking forward to this one. Strategy I have not tried very much before, so we'll see if we got there. I'll catch y'all in the first round. Welcome to round 1, y'all. We are on the play with an okay looking starting hand here. Definitely a little light on the early stuff, but I think we'll be okay. We have a mech hanger to be able to crew the mechs that we do end up playing. Like play a dragonfly suit turn 3, crew it with the mech hanger turn 4. Yeah, we want to get all of our other vehicles down before we play the Surge Hacker as well. Well, they get to scry too, but I might go ahead and slash that thing. Yeah, I think we'll just get the flyer down first here, actually. Sure, they get to draw 2, but we can always exile the creature part of it once it's flipped over here. And it gives us more time to see what else they might play target-wise. Like that. I don't think we're going to swing because this thing is super scary against our deck, and we need to be able to block it. Alright, if they want to use a combat trick here, I'm okay with that. That also works. I just can't have this thing repeatedly removing my artifacts and just blowing up every thing I toss down. Oh, this is a nice one there, and we can still play another vehicle. So next turn we can drop the Surge Hacker one and smack whatever they end up playing. Probably just this thing. Although now we're going to need to shoot this one, I think. Oh, we can't swing into that anyways. I should have done the flyer. Live and learn. I'm definitely not used to vehicles. I'm expecting a fair amount of misplays here. Alright, well now I'll just shoot the first striker, because a 4/4 first striker is scarier to me than the 5/5 vigilance. But we really just need to draw into some of our creatures here, otherwise we're going to be hurting. Alright. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but we're not really relying on a single vehicle at this point. Yeah. Well, at least we can crew both of them next turn and block some stuff. Oh. I hope I didn't do that wrong. Yep. Well, I crewed too late in the phases, so kind of had a feeling that might happen with the vehicles. I'm just really not practiced with them, but that's all right. Interesting start to the draft here. Take a look at how the next game goes. I'll see y'all there. Welcome back for game number 2. We are on the play with a better looking starting hand. At least we know we have some creatures that can crew the mechs instead of just all the mechs needing creatures to crew them. Mech hangers coming in clutch last game though, otherwise we would just have been toast completely. I think we swing first. See what they do. Sure. That's fine. I think we'll just discard one of those. And we'll channel it at the end of their turn here. Might come to regret that, but we'll see. We'll see if they chump here. I'm kind of hoping they do. Awesome. Now we can play a 6/6. Alright. Make it 3/2. Interesting, another mech hanger. I think we'll crew this first. And swing with that big ol' 6/6. 3 unblockable. I guess this guy lets us crew both for only 1, which I kind of like. And gives us a better blocker for the guide bot. I guess they're the same. At least this guy on defense is. Alright, buff it up some more. Would love to draw and do a piece of removal or interaction here. Like even our flicker spell would make this thing significantly weaker. Alrighty, so we can go ahead and... I guess we just crew it the normal way. Crew the mobilizer mech, which is going to let me crew this one. And we'll swing with all 3 because they're going to want to be double blocking the 6/6. They've definitely got a trick apparently. Yep. That's unfortunate. But at least we get the extra chip damage in. And we can play all the rest of these creatures, so minimum now we should be getting in 6 damage a turn, which is pretty nice. 2 turn clock here. Unless they can blow up our mech or our operatives. Well, that blocks our mech, unfortunately, so only 3 damage guaranteed a turn here. Well, appears we are lagging here. There we go. Yep. Probably shouldn't have attacked with this guy, but I'm kind of hoping that the him being down will incentivize them to make some sort of mistake here. Since we're still at full health, I don't think we're in that much trouble. And we're pretty much like a removal spell away from victory here. Alright, they can tap something this turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. So this thing's going to be able to deal 4 damage to their flyer. Hope they don't have another protection piece here. Of course they have another one. Gosh, I hate that card. Well, at least we'll keep getting our 3 in. And we've got some excellent blockers now for the with our vehicles, so if they do try to swing in or anything here. But next turn this is going to have Menace, which is pretty great. Can that re-equip? It can, but I guess they can copy it as well. Now they can't reconfigure though. Well, that was wrong. I clicked through that too quickly. Oops. Yeah, that's real unfortunate because they'd just be dead right now if I hadn't made that mistake. Alright, let's see if we can do this correctly this time. There we go. And they've got 14 damage here. I guess they can swing in with their flyers to draw some cards here, but now they're really dead. I think I might have done this too late again. Yep. Man, I really need to get better at that. And now I've opened my mech up to attack as a creature. But it looks like they're just digging here. If they didn't hit anything, it's just game over. They have to take care of both of these. That's not gonna do it. They can make a copy though. Keep on digging. Yep, and that's going to be it for that one. A nice battle back and forth there, but we managed to pull through in the end. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back for game number 3. We are on the draw this time with an okay starting hand. A little bit land heavy, but we've got some good curve out here. Oh, that's a hasty creature there. We're just going to take a fair amount of damage here to start, it looks like. At least our Artificer will block it well after this turn. But 4 damage before we even get to cast anything's pretty brutal. But Brute Suit is a nice pairing with it. Although I guess Mobilizer Mech will be nice too. Especially now that they've got a a flyer. Next turn we can double spell, maybe even ninjutsu in a Moon Circuit Hacker. That'd be pretty sweet. Yikes. Alright, well that's pretty nice. Blow up a thing. I think I still would rather get out the two creatures here. Highly doubt they block this, so we can get a ninjutsu in, which is pretty cool. Not really a thing I was kind of expecting this deck to do. Get a free card draw out of it. We are going to take 4 here. This deck they've got is really aggressive. Alright, now they'll finish off with their hasty guy. We're going to take 6 actually, which is crazy. But hopefully here we can start to stabilize. Get some lifelink down. Now we've got good blocks. Or better blocks at least, because we can crew both with just by just crewing the mobilizer mech. It does mean we have to tap 2 creatures, but still, it seems fine. And we'll see what they do here. Put a counter on something, sure. Alright, and they don't want to put a counter, or they don't want to attack. I really kind of want to save this. But at the same time, like, what else are we doing this turn, right? Yeah, let's go ahead and just get it out. Blow up the flyer. I think we even attack with the lifelinker here. This is crew 4 anyways, so we won't be able to crew with these two. And they'll have to double block if they still want to profitably trade with it. Yeah, I'm fine doing a 2 for 1. Just want to get as much off their board as we can here. They didn't get rid of our lifelinker, which is excellent for us. I think that's going to be how we stay in this game. And they traded for a vehicle, not for the things that can crew a vehicle, which is also good for us. Alright, Dragonfly Suit's pretty good draw as well. Go ahead and crew this guy with these two. And this time we are only going to swing with these two. Yep, like so. That's fine. I'll take another 2 for 1 trade. On a vehicle that already got to remove a thing when it entered the battlefield. Now we have another flyer, which I love. We can have 6 damage flying in the air each turn here. I'm liking the spot we're in here. Unless they can just get rid of all of our creatures that we need to crew, since we don't have like a mech hanger or anything. Alright, well that can make this a 2-2 and chump block our Dragonfly Suit, but if they do that, then I might just like swing with some actual creatures instead. If they want to spend their whole turn just putting a counter on this thing, though, I'm pretty okay with that. They're thinking about it. Maybe they have some kind of pump spell or aura. They're definitely looking at their flyer there. They finally make a decision here. Cracking the terrarium. Yep. Sure looks like it. Ooh. That might just be GG. And we happen to control an artifact and an enchantment because of the disciple. I guess the circuit hacker too. So we still get the 2/2 as well. Yeah, that's an interaction I wasn't expecting to get that much value out of, but worked out pretty well. So I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back to round number 4. We are on the play with a suspect starting hand that I think I'm going to actually keep. We can play the Artificer for sure. We're 1 mana away from being able to do this as our turn 3 play. And then we hopefully will hit a blue source by then, because I really like the 2 mobilizer mechs especially. If we don't hit the blue source, we'll be a little hurting. But this can at least, I believe, if I understand channel correctly, this should allow us to spend that mana for the channel cost. Now it thankfully doesn't matter. We can at minimum cast our Born to Drive next turn, or channel it, which gives us another shot to draw into the blue. Opponent starting off with a Modern Age, gonna have a 2/3 flyer here in a few turns. Well, we super need to hit our land, but we've got another shot. I guess 2 between this and the actual draw for turn next turn. Opponent discarding lands, so I mean, hoping that means their hand is just full of them. Come on, island. Hey. No dice. So far, we're on the mono white aggro with 1 powered creature train. We have a lot of great drops in our deck. Any blue source is excellent. Honestly, anything that's not a plains is fine in this deck at this point, because we don't have any cards that cost more than 4. Well, of course, we drew the plains. Unfortunate. And they got to bounce one of our tokens for free on their creature ETB, which is a little rough. They're going to be able to put a counter on their flyer. It'll be alright once we get our mechs down, but for now that's a little rough. I guess it means we can swing in with our 2 1/3s if they don't play anything else here. Alright, that's a draw. Gotta hope they don't have a combat trick here. Awesome. Vigilance, yeah. Alright, we'll keep taking 3 in there until we hit our Our blue source, there we go. And now we're in a stalemate for a while here. Thankfully, we're going to have 2 flyers to their 1 here shortly, but we may have to do some chumping on that 6/5. Looks like they've got a artifact destruction spell of some sort here. Yep, well, we'll go ahead and use the thing first. They'll swing with just their flyer, I'm guessing. Yep, but we're pretty toast here unless we can remove that flyer. They're going to be able to start pumping this guy up each turn. Yeah. Yeah, that was my fault for keeping the hand with the lands I did. Got punished pretty bad for not hitting that blue source earlier. Pretty impressed that we were able to stick around as long as we have, considering that. They even took out our first actual, you know, shot at what we needed. Of course, now they can tap down this guy. I guess no reason not to crew both doing it this way. Alright, their hand is empty, and ours is not filled with anything spicy. Well, that's a little spicy at least. Maybe can keep us in the game here a little longer. Still not the best spot, though. See if I can block correctly this time. See if we can't eat this one, or if they have a combat trick that can take down our mech. Ah, ninjutsu. Alright, well, they get to pump something up a little more here, but I think I'm actually okay with that. They're going to have to wait 3 more turns before they get this flyer back in play. Sure, their Tanuki's going to get bigger, but we can chump that if we need to. But they're also just going to be tossing cards straight into the graveyard here. Alright, and a 3/3 flyer for us. Yeah, they're thinking hard, which makes me think they've got gas for both of their cards here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like Tezzeret would have been a nasty bomb rare for our deck here, that's for sure. Alright, we'll block this. If they have a combat trick, we're just pretty much toast, so see how this goes. If we don't take the Tanuki out with this block, then it's just bad for us. Yep, still not good because it's a 3-for-1, but oh man, and the Sky Turtle. Nasty. Come on, removal. That's unfortunately not removal. Nor is it a card to draw with the Koi. Yeah, unfortunately I think we are dead. Yep, and that is gonna do it. Brutal there. But like I said, my fault for the keep on the lands, so gambled and it didn't pay off this time. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome to Game 5. We are on the play with another super suspect hand. We can at least play the cards in our hand this time, which is nice, but we have a vehicle with nothing to crew it earlier, just removal early that is conditional removal. I think we have to mulligan this, sadly. This is better. Not good, but better. And I think we get rid of this guy. Get down the mech first here. Then we can... Oh, we can't pilot it with the decoy. That's unfortunate. Well, next turn we can pilot it with the mech hanger at least. And hopefully they'll play something we can slash here. Red-white, typically more of an aggressive deck. I'm a little surprised by their... the way they did that. Definitely going to go ahead and kill the lifelinker, because I don't think can race a lifelink deck. Or lifelink stuff, especially with a 2-1. And I don't want to be blocking with these guys. I want to be double swinging here. Although I guess the mech hanger won't proc the ability. It has to actually be crewed. Alright, well that's pretty sweet. Okay, they're going to go ahead and blow us up. That's fine. We will definitely pay the 2 and draw a card. I'm glad, because that's not a good draw. I'm glad to get it out of the way now. We are really going to need to draw something that can crew. Guess we'll just go ahead and crew this one. No need to play this yet, I don't think. See if they're blowing up a mobilizer mech. They are. Actually pretty okay with that. I'd rather they use it on the mobilizer mech than the mind link. I don't really know what the mind link can do in our deck. We don't have that many ETB effects, but still cool. Plus it has more power than these, so I'd rather be swinging in with the 4-powered flyer than the 3-powered flyers. What does this one do? Make stuff cost less. Okay. And this one is only 1 to crew, which is pretty nice. So we can't hit them for 7 in the air each turn here, which is pretty good. Unless they can blow up our vehicles. No blocks. The ward is probably coming in pretty handy on this thing. Yeah, now they're going to have to spend 2. Or I guess they can do it on this thing, yeah. That's alright. I can't crew it and play that this turn. I think I'd rather get the damage in. Another one? Wow. Well, that's just bad luck there. The way that the hands lined up. They had 4 pieces of removal. I guess that's why they weren't playing early creatures, though. And that can be a nasty card I've seen. So hopefully we'll get to do it to them here as well. All right. Really glad this hits for exactly 4 right now. We'll flicker their token, crew up our dude, swing for 6. We'll see what they play here. That's pretty good. Good way to get around our 6/6. Well, I thought they were going to triple block it, but I guess not. That's fine. I'd rather get rid of 2 of their samurais. It's going to be a real close one. If they have any kind of lifelink now, we're just toast. Ooh, we might just be dead now. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 9. Going to be a close one here. Are they gonna sack it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, well that can deal with the samurai. Unfortunately, it cannot deal with the... well, I guess the other samurai. But at least now we can stay alive for 1 more turn. If they can get rid of both of our tokens, we're just dead. Alright, that'll make it even bigger. Yep. I think we just have to play this as a creature here. And keep on waiting. We have a fair amount of flyers we could draw into. We have a bunch of removal we can draw into. I think we've only had one removal spell this whole game. Two. Oh, man. Well, that's probably just the death knell they can get back. Well, I guess it's really just the Simian Sling right now, but still. Go ahead and do the attack thing with this one. And I don't mind chump blocking a little bit here. That Simian Sling, though, is actually kind of dangerous and deadly right now with us only having 3 life. See if that one card in their hand is a combat trick. There's the sling. Ooh, okay. And now we'll go ahead and kill this guy. Puts us in decent shape for next turn, depending on what they've got. All right, that's a pretty good draw from them. Ooh, that's bad. I shouldn't have done this. Yep. I don't know what I was thinking there. I wasn't thinking. That's the root of it. But I think that was the last game. Let's double check here. Yep. So, what have we learned today? We have learned that I have not played with vehicles nearly enough to understand how and when to properly crew them. That's for sure. Also that if you're building a vehicle deck, as much as you might want to put a bunch of cool vehicles into it, you probably need more non-vehicle creatures than vehicles. Although I still feel like we had enough synergies in here that we shouldn't have been hurting as much as we ended up being. I guess our rare one here didn't really synergize with much in the deck, just because we don't have very many ETB effects that it could have procced. But still, fun little try here. Made a lot of use out of the mech hangers. I definitely like these if you're going to be running a vehicle deck, so highly recommend those if you come across them for this archetype. But overall, interesting little start to the day. But I appreciate you all coming along on this draft with me here, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.